Hello, it's Jimmy here already, looking at a Jaguar F-Pace here. Okay, we're in the vehicle, it's got 55,000 miles. Let's start it up and have a look at what's going on. Okay, he's had the engine light switched off multiple times, so it's not showing right now, but he's got an ongoing issue for the past year that he needs sorting out. I've got the launch Euro Tab 3 scan tool here, it's just loading up, so we'll set up a scan and see what fault codes we have. Now, I'm pretty sure I already know what's going on here. Same story, I've had this story before. It's been a year trying to sort it out, and he's had various repairs done which haven't solved the problem, and I'll go through those with you in just a minute. So it's the 3 litre TD V6, same engine that you get in the Range Rover, same engine that you get in many other Jaguars, Land Rover Discovery 5. Go to engine control module, read the fault codes. So it's a P0234-77. He's got a piece of paper written down here which is the codes that he had that were cleared again today before I got here. P0234, so he's missed out the -77 bit, which is that code right there. P2463 DPF blocked. DPF blockage basically. So this code here, he's tried to do numerous repairs to get rid of it. Let's go on under the bonnet and we'll talk about what he's done. So we're looking at this engine, 3 litre TD6. Let's get the engine cover out of the way. So the first thing it was diagnosed with was probably to change the intake manifolds. Then while that was getting done, there was a problem with the injectors, so that was sorted out. When they took that off, they burst the O-ring on here, so that was creating a leak, so that was fixed again on a separate occasion. Then he was told to have the EGR valves removed. You can see there they're blanked off and remapped out. Still that didn't fix the problem, so that's why I'm here. Let's have a look at what's going on. So just down here we've got a couple of 8mm bolts holding this charge cooler here in place. Just get these open. So you've got one here and one just over that side there, just down there. So now we've got that one out, we're on to the next one here. So just disconnect the 2 clips from there, and then we'll get this plug taken off there. Get this vacuum line taken off right there. Then we have a little horseshoe clip here holding this on. Get that out. And we've got a 7mm here on this, just going to loosen that up. It'll allow me to twist that. So what I want to get into here, I just want to get in and have a look at the throttle body flap, because that doesn't look like it's been replaced, it looks quite old. Let's get that out. And what I want to see is that flap sticking? Yes, it is. So that's the problem. That's the problem diagnosed there. That's what they needed to replace. So with these units I used to try and file them around to clean them, but it was only like sort of 50% successful, if that. But what I've started doing now is if we press it nice and stiff and pull it to the right as we're doing it, push it to the right, push it down, you'll get it to free out. So just like that. So you can see now if we press that down hard, it's not sticking, but that is just a temporary fix. You will need to get this replaced.
Yeah, sure. What's that? Put his computer on it. So the DPF's fine. For the EGR valve plug, that don't use supermarket fuels.
Yeah.
That's not, that's what EGR valve blank. And
so the same fault code has been here all the time,
yeah.
And it's just it's had repair after repair and remaps on the EGR valves, change EGR valves. Don't use supermarket fuels, take it on longer drives, but obviously none of that works without your without the part being replaced. So for now, I'm going to clear that code. I forgot to mention, yeah, the DPF at 3000 RPM is around about 120 millibars, and it's hovering between 10 to 20 millibars at idle. So it's borderline, maybe needs a clean, but not 100%. Like you could maybe get away with doing a good drive cycle after the part's fitted. Okay, so that's all diagnosed, and I'll probably come back at a later time to do the repair, so we'll see you in our next video.